Marcio Sarri's first win with Juventus. Also, it was Gianluigi Buffon's first start for Juventus. His first Juventus tenure ended with a 2-1 win over Hellas Verona. It was a 2-1 victory. May the 19th was his last game. His first game in his return to Juventus, they faced off against Hellas Verona. The game ended in the same score. It was a rigged game without a shadow of a doubt. Hellas Verona scored the first goal in the 20th minute. It is Buffon that is going to win the Champions League in the year 20. How did we get there? Interesting enough, this is the 28th edition of the Champions League, I think it is. Gianluigi Buffon was born on the 28th day of the year this year. And the Champions League final is going to be over at Turkey. It is Buffon that equals 28. It is Turkey that equals 28. How did we get there? Well, it is Turkish defender Demiral that made his Juventus debut against Hellas Verona. He wears number 28. This is one of the clues that Juventus are going to win the Champions League over at Turkey with Gianluigi Buffon. So here you have Demiral. He fouls a Hellas Verona guy in the box. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. It's because it was scripted for him to commit this foul in the box. It was so obvious. You look at the other angle, he just falls over him. Gianluigi Buffon was supposed to save a penalty or whatever, but the ball hits the post. Verona regained possession, and then 10 to 15 minutes later, a shot outside the box. They scored the goal. It was a scripted goal, and it was number 28 here that allows it to happen. The Turkish defender fouls him in the box. He had to start in Buffon's return. It's because there is a story and there is a riddle to tell here. Juventus are trying to win the Champions League this year. It was Ramsey that scored the first goal in Mauricio Sarri's first win with Juventus. It is Ramsey that was born at Wales. He played at Arsenal. Mauricio Sarri won the Europa over Arsenal in the last Champions League final for Juventus. They ended up losing to Real Madrid and Ronaldo over at Cardiff, Wales, the country where Ramsey is from. He is also 28 years old this year. Once again, it is Turkey that equals 28. Mauricio Sarri, born January the 10th. It's J, that's the 10th letter. Juventus, Sarri born on the 10th day. 1 plus 0 is 1. The 10th day of January. He was born in the 24-year 1959. He's going to end the 24-year Champions League drought for Juventus because in Gematria it is Juventus that equals 24 in Gematria. And when I get back to his life path numerology, Mauricio Sarri was a banker. Mauricio Sarri is an 8 life path. You reduce the month, the day, and the year to the singular digits, and you add them all together. Mauricio Sarri is an 8 life path. 8 life paths are life paths of money and wealth. Mauricio Sarri, that's why an 8 like himself was a banker. And this is why it was scripted for Ramsey, number 8, to score the first goal in Mauricio Sarri's first victory with Juventus. Now keep in mind, Ronaldo scored his first goal in the 49th minute of this game. Ramsey scored in the 31st minute. With the playing style from the former Napoli manager that is supposed to make Juventus more dynamic, Napoli equals 31. After that 31st minute goal by Ramsey, it is Penaldo that scored his first goal of the season for Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo scores in the 49th minute after Ramsey scores. It is Ramsey. It is Real Madrid that all equal 49 in Gematria. for Aaron Ramsey. He scored a total of 64 goals with Arsenal before he joined Juventus. You see there, 64 goals with the Gunners. In Gematria is Juventus Football Club that has Gematria of 64. He also makes his Juventus debut in Gianluigi Buffon's debut ever since his return to the Bianconeri. Ronaldo scores a penalty to give Juventus the victory. Calcio Hellas Verona equals 175 and 76. Cristiano Penaldo equals 175 and 76. That was a scripted penalty there. Cristiano Ronaldo gives Juventus the goal in that victory. It was completely scripted. Now, going back to the Turkish defender who committed the foul in the box before the goal, the penalty attempt against Buffon, Demiral equals 115. He's Turkish. The Champions League finals at Turkey. It's 1996. That adds up to 115. It's Ronaldo that has Gematria of 79. He scores his first goal of the season for Juventus 79 days after Gianluigi Buffon signed with Juventus on the 4th day of the 7th month. There's your Freemasonic 47 degrees in the Masonic compass. That symbolism has something to do with this here. Gianluigi Buffon had a big save in the 89th minute. He denied the equalizer there. Gianluigi Buffon is an alien like Lionel Messi is. I Campioni as Gematria of 89. Juventus are the champions. They make these big plays under pressure when they need to make them the most. The scripted debut of Gianluigi Buffon back to Juventus 490 days later after his last game against Hellas Verona, completely decoded by the numbers. Demiral, Aaron Ramsey, the Welshman, scoring in Sarri's first win as Juventus manager. Cristiano Ronaldo's first goal of the season, which brings us to Cristiano Ronaldo's goal total from last year. For anyone who thinks that it's going to be Barcelona this year. Ernesto Valverde, what a joke. What a joke. Juventus actually made the change on the dugout in the sidelines. Ronaldo scored 28 goals last year for Juventus. That was his first Serie A goal of the season. 28 goals for Cristiano Ronaldo last year. Once again, it's Turkey. That equals 28. This was Ronaldo's first goal with Mauricio Sarri. It was still very significant. The 30th goal of the season for Ronaldo in Gianluigi Buffon's debut. It is the Champions League final that's going to be played on the 30th day. It was a 30-year that featured the last Italian Champions League final winner. That was also the year 10, and we have the team with the J win the Champions League this year. Gianluigi Buffon's debut completely decoded. The Turkish defender, number 28, making his debut. It is all about your scripted 2019-2020 Champions League. And then Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain following it up with their own respectful titles after this year when we break down the completely scripted UEFA competition. After 64 goals with Arsenal, Ramsey scores his 65th with Mauricio Sarri. Goal number 29 for Ronaldo. 29 goals before he scores his first with Mauricio Sarri present in the sidelines.